Hello, it's Glamstract here. Another video, another foundation review. And today's foundation is the Luminous Lifting Cushion Foundation with SPF 20 by La Mer. This is what the component looks like outside of its box. The shade that I've picked for myself is Neutral Ivory 12, which, let me warn you, is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but we'll make it work. For such a tiny little thing, you get a huge box. It does have an extra cushion inside, which is just like on the bottom down here. So as soon as you finish this foundation, you can replace it right away. And I mean, for the price point, you must have got a refill included in the packaging. So that's good. But I'm also gonna try something that I have not tried before. This is the La Mer foundation brush. It's this one over here, and is basically this way. It's a quite thick and steady foundation brush. I like the fact that it's so nice and rounded, so it gives me the illusion that I can reach different angles of my face without struggling when they're like squared. Let's see if this is as good as my holy grail of foundation brushes, such as the Chanel Fluid to Powder foundation brush or the Dior foundation brush number 12. But before I do so, I do want to use this Marc Jacob Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. I've used this once. For a primer, once I feel like is not enough. So today's going to be my second time wearing this primer. I'm not going to go into much depth because I don't know much about it. I only know that it felt quite fresh on the skin and it smelled really nice. Apart from that, I don't know. I still don't have my ideas too clear about this. It's very pretty. I like the packaging. It looks like it's nice, rounded, and the feel of it is quite nice and luxurious as well, quite weighty. 2 pump, maybe it's too much, but I'm gonna, yeah, I quite like the smell. It's very, it's like a sunscreen, but not the sunscreen itself, the after sun cream. It's quite nice and refreshing. It feels very velvety, creamy, like on the skin, almost like a little bit greasy, but not too greasy. It comes with its own little puff, which I'm not going to use because I never do. So let's dive right in. So yeah, this is how light I'm talking about. It smells really nice. It smells like basically the La Mer, the moisture cream, the thicker one. Okay, today I'm gonna appear as a ghost. I like how sturdy is this foundation brush, but I'm still not sure if I'm loving it. I'm okay about it, I'm hating it. Yeah, it's too soon, but it's applying it. Okay, I'm starting to look a little sick. This is what I usually do when I get mistakenly foundations that are way too light for my skin, because I do like a lighter foundation shade, but when they're too light, no. So what I like to do when I get lighter foundation shades, I prefer to apply them mainly on the center of my face and leave the out edges with no foundation, because I'm gonna go with like a cream contour sort of moment, and that will help sort of like create like a contour moment, and it won't make me feel that guilty that I've just spent so much money on a wrong foundation shade, because as we all know, we can't really return foundation unless you buy foundation from sort of companies that have policies that you can return foundation, but certainly that's not La Mer. Okay, so I'm sort of like layering it very slightly, and it's not really covering much, but that is absolutely fine because I wasn't expecting a full coverage foundation. I was actually expecting a pretty natural, almost like skin tint kind of foundation. But if you got it when you got this cushion foundation, I can understand why you would get gutted, because it's not a tinted moisturizer, it's a foundation, so you would expect a little bit more coverage. But I personally am pretty pleased with the coverage now, regardless of the fact that it's the wrong foundation shade. But I really like it. It's quite nice and emollient. That's the thing that I am drawn to this particular foundation. The fact that it's not drying and it's not cracking on the skin or it's not sitting on the skin. It's just nice and hydrating. This is cushion foundation applied. It is enhancing my dark circle because I probably got the wrong foundation shade. Not probably, I have. It's sort of like highlighting my under eye circle, but I'm not worried because I'm gonna go with concealer after that. And I'm sure if I would have gone with corrector underneath, this would actually look beautiful on the skin. I find it quite nice and glowy. Look at the glow on the skin. Just gonna apply a little bit of the La Mer The Concealer, which is in shade Light 12. It comes in like a sort of like lipstick format. And I'm sure I've mentioned this before when I actually reviewed this for the first time, that the thing that I like about this concealer is that being lipstick is not like you have to really work to get that color out. You just like a touch and the color look is out already. It's like it's not dragging the foundation underneath out. It's quite nice and well done. But one thing that I'm not a huge fan of is that it doesn't have a lot of coverage. But it's fine. If you're going for a very, very natural moment, I'm all out. I'm all down for it. Okay, so now that I'm starting to look more like a ghost and less like a human being, I'm gonna go and cream contour. See, I told you we'll come all together at some point. And this is thanks to my favorite cream contour, the Matchsticks by Fenty Beauty in the shade Truff. I'm going to powder my face with the La Mer The Powder. I'm gonna go very quickly off camera, do the rest of my face, and I'll come back for my final thoughts. And I'm back. So my complexion is done, and that's as far I'm gonna go today. I'm not gonna do eyes, lips, brows. I thought I'll just keep it focused on this foundation. And let's be honest, the blush, I went quite ham on the blush. I'm just realizing, looking at myself in the camera, I'm like, oh, too much blush, but who cares, right? We're home. A very quick recap on the cushion foundation. Is not a full coverage. I think not even a medium coverage, because you can still pick through my spots and some other discoloration around my face, but I am not absolutely bothered because this foundation doesn't claim to be one of those full coverage foundation, so I'm happy with that. It's like a very light to medium, I would stretch, kind of coverage. Now I wish I had the right foundation shade, but it's absolutely fine. As you can see, even if you get like a slightly lighter foundation shade, you can make it work by bronzing it up. And even though I bronzed it up quite a lot, it still looked pretty natural because these two balance themselves together. Of course, this Marc Jacobs Undercover Primer, this coconut, is very pretty. It's very refreshing. It smells like after sunscreen. But as I said, I don't want to give you any more than what I just told you because I don't feel like I've tested enough for me to say, oh, this does that, and this does that. Yes, it's pretty, it seems like it's working, but let me test it for a little more and I can come back and tell you why I like it and if it actually works and does what another primer like my Holy Grail Bobbi Brown Vitamin Rich Face Base will do. This La Mer D Foundation brush, very pretty. I like it. It did a good job applying the foundation on the skin. It's quite sturdy and it feels quite plasticky as well. It's pretty good and it's pretty exciting. And that's it for today's video. Now it's your time to let me know what do you think about this video and this foundation. Have you ever tried this La Mer Cushion Foundation or any other foundation from La Mer before? Let me know. I'll be curious to know what's your opinion. Same as the foundation brush, the Marc Jacobs Undercover Primer. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, also give it a thumbs up as well, because why not? Let's spread love. And also follow me here on my YouTube channel, is just down here. And why not go over to my Instagram and follow me there as well? You can find me at Glamstract if you want to follow me. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in again, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.